This trip has been absolutely fantastic.
Tiring.
There's been so many highlights.
Exhausting.
Incredibly exhilarating.
Loud, crazy, obnoxious.
Also incredibly exhausting.
New York is harsh, and New York is brash, and it beats you up every day. But ultimately, it's probably one of the best places in the world to build a startup.
We've met a whole bunch of people. We've pitched to all sorts of investors and business contacts.
I've met some investors who are interested and who are introducing me to other investors.
I was approached by an investment group who's looking to invest in my Series A.
Vibes is going to be stocked at the New York Museum of Sex.
I'm much more confident going forward, knowing what we need to do to get here.
And overall, it's just given us a good, solid overview of what it's like to do business here and what we need to get done to get set up.
That makes this whole trip, all the exhaustion and everything else, 100% worth it.
My plan is definitely to come out here in January.
I'm going to stay in New York for a little while. Most of that time we'll just be following up on things from this trip.
I probably can see myself living here within the next 6 months.
I can definitely see myself living here down the line.
We need to have a presence in New York. We're going to lose out on a lot if we were going to try to stay in London.
I've always been far too much of a drama queen to be British. So yeah, I'd definitely give New York a go.
One of the key things I've learned this week, when you do set up an office out here, treat it as if you were a startup.
Everybody's meeting everybody. You got to network hard.
Keep hustling, hustle, 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 hustle every day.
A lot of networking, a lot of meetups, and just get your name out there.
A lot of business is done here outside of the office and office hours.
Your physical presence is a lot better than doing it through email.
So I think that there's a fair amount of informal business networking that goes on here, perhaps more than London. The business attitude in New York is very much one of you got to just keep hustling.
Don't be afraid to chase a lead or a contract, because out here they expect you to chase it at least 4, 5, maybe 6 times.
Americans are entrepreneurs by nature. They're much better at selling ideas, they're much better at being confident, getting in front of people, having a loud, obnoxious voice.
It's not something that the British are really used to. They think, oh, I'll chase a couple of times and then you feel like you're annoying them. Out here, it's a totally different psychology.
Ultimately, that's what you've got to do when you're selling a product or service or building a company.
As a whole group, Virgin Media Pioneers group that we're out here with, it's a really dynamic group.
It's also just been positive and really great hanging out with the 5 other entrepreneurs.
It's so essential that we were one group of people together.
We've had that support, which has been very, very important.
Always together as a team, always trading ideas back and forth, always traveling together.
All of us each add on different elements.
I really believe that the 6 companies that Virgin Media selected will go on and succeed both here and in London.
If you're looking to scale your company, you got to come to New York.
First of all, you need to come out here because you don't really know what it's like.
Stop thinking, do it.
Come out here and actually see and walk around and be in the city that you actually want to work in.
Things happen very quickly here.
Either you're going to do really great, you're going to survive, or you're going to come out on top, or you're just going to drown.
If you don't pursue your dreams and ideas, before you know it, you'll be dead. So start now.
If you're in New York, you have access to not only the New York market, about the same size as London, but also the rest of the homogenous US market.
Rather than me come to you and say, look, I want something from you, it's like, I'll come to you and say, look, how can I help you?